Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. It's Paulie Esther here, and today we got the third and presumably the final teaser for the new character from this Steady Pulse chapter coming out on May the 6th, because I believe they're going to debut in the public test build tomorrow, where we'll get to look at them and read their full lore and find out their whole story. But we got a third teaser today, and we'll look at that in a minute. Also tomorrow on the Discord, they're going to have a live presentation about the upcoming changes on the PTB. So at 10 a.m. I'll probably do a live stream to tune in to that presentation on Discord and see what it is. I'd like to get a little bit more explanation on what the limitations are going to be, if there are any limitations on this whole change to the haste and hindered stacking. Like, is it just going to make some perks not have much sense to use on certain killers because they're going to have other haste or hindered built into them? I don't know. We'll have to see what the presentation brings here. So that's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But anyway, let's get to the new teaser of the day here, which is this. And it says, a pillar of her community, many hold out hope that she is still alive, yet witness reports of a strange black fog raise unsettling questions. All right, so let's scroll down here and we'll listen to this.
You know I don't rattle easy, right? I've seen pretty much everything. Tonight was different. There was a patient a few hours back. We show up at the house. It's a young woman, same age as you were. And guess what? She was electrocuted. Faulty wiring, her boyfriend said. The doctor said we arrived right on time. She's going to make it. And I should feel relieved. Instead, when I look at her, all I saw was you. I couldn't stop thinking about all the pain you must have felt. How scared you must have been. I wish I could have saved you.
So I'm not sure what else we get here that's due. The discussion, obviously, to this lost loved one. I wonder what part that's going to play. I'm interested to read that story throughout the lore. So I think the one new tidbit that we do get here for sure is they say there was a patient a few hours back. We show up at the house. So this makes me think that rather than someone who is a doctor or a nurse, it could be an EMT, a paramedic, who is a first responder on site. So I think that is a clue here. The rest of it, I'm not entirely sure, other than, you know, what does she say? She was electrocuted, faulty wiring, her boyfriend said. What was her boyfriend by chance Herman Carter? Just wondering. I don't know. Like, I don't know what else to take from this. It just the comparison of, she says here that she wishes she could have saved her loved one that she's talking to on these recordings, and that this person who had been electrocuted reminded her of this loved one. So yeah, I don't really know what else to get from this. The voice, however, still seems spot on to that Angelica Ross actress that many have talked about. You all let me know what else you get from this. There's something that I'm missing that's here. Just for the sake of keeping everything in one video, I'm going to go over the first two teasers once again. After she stepped outside, a cell phone was found at her last known location.
I'm gonna be honest. Barr's latest book isn't quite hitting the same. Maybe my expectations are too high. I don't know. I'm sure you would have thoughts. You always do. Did. I guess. Even now, I'm still not feeling the whole past tense of it all. I think you would have liked it.
So again, here you hear all those hospital sounds and machines beeping. It's definitely a hospital setting. Maybe she's come back to the hospital after being out as a paramedic, perhaps, and has some downtime to make this recording, talking to this lost loved one. The Barra reference seems to most certainly go to Cliff Barra, who we've seen in the lore of the archives and in the casting of Frank Stone. The next one here, her colleagues expressed confusion and concern. She's never missed a shift, and she talks about how she's tired.
I am dead tired. To make matters worse, my eyes are like so bloodshot. Nothing comforts a patient like scary-ass red eyes staring down at them. I think I need more sleep. But Screams in the Dark is having this big event. No rest for the wicked, as it goes. Am I doing too much?
So I guess she alludes that she's burning the candle at both ends, doing too much. Not really sure what this Screams in the Dark is here. So if we assume that the first teaser and the second teaser are connected, my thought initially was that Screams in the Dark could be her book club. We do have book club lore in the archives, in the tome that has that section, Things in the Fog, called Dejavuism. We'll look at that in a minute. But if we assume the first two teasers are tied in, she talks about reviewing this book by Cliff Barra, talking to her lost loved one about the book. You could assume that maybe they were both in the same book club. Maybe Screams in the Dark was the name of the book club, where it was a group that gathered and talked about the love of horror media here. So that's my thought on this initially. Again, we're going to have all these answers tomorrow, but that's my thoughts on that. And just to summarize this mention of Cliff Barra and what I'm actually talking about from the lore here, Cliff Barra is a famous horror director who has a significant connection to Alex DeMauro in the Things in the Fog storyline. So Alex disappeared and was being tortured by the entity to become a killer, and Cliff, out of his love for Alex, went into the fog and saved him and took his place and became the killer himself, and Alex became a survivor, is my understanding of the story here. And they talk about this in this book club here where it says Dejavuism. I don't believe anyone is mentioned by name, identified in the book club. It says Michaela here, but I don't think Michaela is mentioned in the book club. I could be wrong about that. It is assumed that she's part of this book club, but I personally I think that this could be likely that this character here could be part of the book club, and perhaps their lost loved one was part of the book club, and the book club was called Screams in the Dark. I don't know. It's all just guesswork at this point. Again, we're going to find out tomorrow, but that's the reference to Cliff Barra in the recording there. And someone mentioned to me that they thought that Cliff Barra is actually Dead by Daylight's tip of the hat to Clive Barker. Cliff Barra, Clive Barker sounds very similar. Him also being a gay man who was a writer and a director, went on to direct the Hellraiser film, right? So maybe that is DBD's version of Clive Barker. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you here today. Let me know what you think about all of this, this newest teaser, or the theme overall. Maybe this is going to be the last teaser because it mentions the black fog. So this is the point before she was taken, and now we're going to move into finding the full storyline when the lore is presumably revealed tomorrow in that PTB. That's all I have for you today. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate the time that you spend here with me on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps the channel a ton. And don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
It's a generous life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life.